Did you get new fish?
Yeah, I think I have different ones since the last time you were here.
Yeah, we got some.
Did we have the big tank since the last time you were here? Or was it smaller?
This one?
No, I think he was here when that
You've
was.
seen this tank before?
I think
Just
I've
different
seen this
fish?
tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Ah, sweet. Well, what's up, Michael? We can actually talk now.
Yeah.
So we have a lot to talk about.
Here we go.
I guess we're just going to start off with welcoming everybody to our first podcast. Let's step right up. We got Alan over there producing things.
Tiny cat.
Tiny cats. If there's a baby that you hear,
That's
you're not
her.
going crazy.
Yeah.
There is a baby in the building. Okay, my lovely wife Hannah, and of course our guest Michael Penhale.
That's me.
Is it Penhale?
Penhale.
Penhale.
No, it's Penhale.
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 Learn something every day.
Yeah.
And yeah. So what's been up, man?
Well, I mean, working, tattooing. Is this tattoo related?
Yeah, somewhat. It's just talk about anything.
It's just life stuff?
We're just BSing for you got till 8:30, I guess.
That's pretty tight.
So yeah,
I like
there's no super direction.
So we could talk about the Jurassic Park noise if
We
we
could
want.
talk about the Jurassic Park noise.
If the fans can hear this. Clap twice. Yeah, no, I've just been working, tattooing, skate park stuff.
How you liking the new shop?
It's so tight. I mean, it got started off kind of wild with Riley passing and all that, but
I didn't know how much you wanted to talk about that, but that was kind of a shock to the system.
No, I mean, he was just a different type of dude. He was just on another level on so many things, from like art to just like the way he thought about life and the afterlife and like purpose and all that stuff. Like, he was a really brilliant dude, and it's a shame to see him leave so soon, but he's given so much to so many people too.
Yeah, it seemed like he had a lot of love.
Yeah.
Like in the community and stuff.
Man, like
Sounds
pulling
like a
up
big
to
deal.
like the funeral and stuff too was just like insane. Like, so many people there, so many good tattoos. It was really, really rad. So,
Sweet.
but yeah, it's good to be in the shop. It's nice to be around all this hand painted art and just great
How many
tattooers.
people work there besides yourself?
It's me, Bryce, Brandon, Alex, and Dane, and James.
It
So
looks like a
6.
big place.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's got
Never-
walls.
I've never been in there. I need to
Never
come
been
visit
in
you.
there?
No, I've never been there.
Well, I've never been in your shop either, so.
Yeah. And I've tried to get you over
Dude,
there 100 million times.
I try to go to the grocery store like almost every day.
Yeah. Hey, you need to come see the shop, man.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, it's just 2 rooms. Well, it's actually 1 big room.
The walls look tight.
Technically, yeah.
Everything looks so cool in there.
Yeah, I've got like really good compliments on it.
Yeah.
As far as just like, I don't know, the atmosphere. It's just different.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, obviously there's not 6 other artists staring at them and people walking in and out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it throws people for a loop for a little bit because they like walk up and they're like, I don't know if they're like surprised because it's so small or they're surprised because it's nicer than they were expecting it to be, but a little different in a different way. But
And you mean just like the one-on-one like intimacy? Like,
yeah, like
that setting.
you can tell it like in their face, especially like when people like super like they walk in for the first time, they're kind of like, is this the right place? And like, yeah, what's going on? Like after like time goes by, you can tell they like chill out a little bit, and then they like end up liking it. Because usually I'm like, what are you, or if they're gonna get a tattoo or whatever, usually I'm like, what are you gonna watch, or listen to music because I got 600 and something movies.
Yeah.
So like people watch.
Well, and on top of it, you're like the most hospitable dude ever. So
Yeah.
it's like, I imagine there's conversation for sure.
I feel like I talk a lot when people come in there.
Yeah.
I think it should.
No, that's a good thing.
I think it's just because I'm in there by myself until somebody shows up, and then I'm like, it's like going crazy.
Yeah.
But we're also the only ones up there other than the jewelry store.
Yeah. Oh, Avi.
So.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Avi Jewelers.
Well, dude, I feel like it's good for the client too, because a lot of the time you try to hold a conversation with some people and they just start hurting.
Right.
Yeah.
Not making sense, you know?
Right.
So I feel like it kind of like is a lullaby for him sometimes.
Yeah.
What better voice and accent to give you a lullaby?
They bust me on it all the time.
So you hear my voice, like I hear my voice in these headphones. I'd fall asleep so fast talking to me.
Talking to you?
Talking to me, yeah.
I'm just gonna call you at nighttime.
Yeah,
Anna's been
dude.
having trouble sleeping. She
Yeah.
can call you at
I'll read
nighttime.
you a story.
I
Read
won't-
like good night.
I won't think it's weird or anything. Like, hold on, I've got to call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's it doesn't ever feel like a job, so that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
To
And you
me,
went
like-
out to Texas recently too, right?
Yeah, I did some guest spotting out there. I worked at the shop I left, Flippers.
Yeah. I was just
Stay
gonna
busy
say.
down there, though.
Yeah, I was like, it wasn't like a whole bunch of little stuff. It was literally like 4 days of all day sessions. Like we're starting at noon, we're not stopping until like 7 or 8 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That was like Joe. Y'all started
He wore me out.
early.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Like, he tapped on Joe because,
I did.
What,
That
who's
took a long
Joe?
time.
What
He's
Joe
my
get?
cousin.
yeah.
What piece did he get?
We were doing a bunch of skulls. He's a
all those
hunter.
Animal skulls.
Oh,
was all black and gray.
Yeah. And
He
it
did.
kind of had like a foresty backdrop sort of thing.
It was just like it was just
It was
black,
black.
but it had like smoky stuff kind of like going over the skulls and stuff like
Yeah.
that through his arm. And to be 100% honest, if he's watching, it's kind of funny. I didn't think he would last that long because there was like a skull that was like practically in his ditch of his arm.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not the fastest tattooer ever,
Yeah.
and I knew it was gonna be just grind and getting all these
Yeah.
tones and stuff in it. And he took it, and he was like, looking at me, he's like, I don't think we can finish it tonight. And in my mind, I was like, oh my god,
Dude.
I'm gonna fucking die.
Some people, man, they're just ruthless.
I can't do it, man. I can tell you right now, there's no way I could have done what he did.
Yeah.
I've almost got to the point where
Yeah, I remember that one. That thing's sick.
I was telling one of my clients the other day, it's like I think I've reached the point where I almost enjoy giving the tattoos way more than I enjoy getting them now.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather just do them.
Dude, what kind of skull is that on the bottom?
Which
I
one?
think it's a duck.
A
I think the
duck?
duck's at the bottom. Yeah.
That one
Duck
right there
skulls are
with the
pretty
bill.
tight, yeah.
Yeah, the duck came out the coolest one. I was
Yeah.
like, this isn't the
Look at
most
this.
less intimidating animal on his arm, and it came out the best. I thought.
Yeah, no, it's tight.
But yeah, it was fun. And then I'm doing the tattoo convention
The
this
Denver
coming
one?
month. This next month, August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Nice, man. You're tattooing, you got a booth and stuff?
Yeah, Matt Kurth, the guy did. When I went down there, not this last time, but the time before, I did a collaboration piece
yeah,
with him.
I remember that.
He's driving up, and he's gonna share a booth with me.
Sick.
Yeah,
Dang,
So,
dude. I've never done a convention.
you should. You
They're
should.
fun.
It just sounds like so many people, man. I just like being in the shop. Like when I get to the shop, it's like I feel like safe, you know? You don't have to put up with a bunch of shit. Like I'm not going to accidentally knock something over. You know?
You're knocking stuff over at your house and
Dude, I
other
I'm a
places?
pretty big dude. So I
clumsy?
have to, yeah, dude. It takes
But
me
you
like,
practically live at the shop in your skate park, correct?
yes. The skate park, I'm better at moving around. But just like little bottles and stuff and big hands, they just don't go well. You know? You get in a convention, swing around, just knock everything over.
Well, it depends how many people you get in the booth.
Yeah. Well,
It doesn't have to get. We used to do it a 10 by 10 with 3 people, I think.
Back home,
Yeah, maybe they would give us 15. I don't remember. I never handled anything,
smaller in that balcony out there though.
Yeah.
3 people in it.
and it was crazy. We had a dude pass out and like fall into our little bitty space one time.
Who wasn't even getting tattooed in your booth?
No, he was like on the other side of the curtain, and he was tattooing. It wasn't like somebody that was getting tattooed that passed out.
He was tattooing.
He was tattooing,
Yeah.
and his client said that he was like sweating and shit. I guess it was like a real party hard night the night before.
Oh man!
And he was freaking. I'm sitting there freaking. I forgot what the hell I was doing about tattooing, and this dude just like falls through the curtain, is like convulsing on the freaking floor right at my feet. And I'm like, what the hell? What do you do? What do you do? And he's got like the machine in his hand. Yeah,
still got the machine. Is it running?
Yeah.
No, dude.
It was crazy.
Oh, yeah. What do you do?
And this client, can you imagine them? Like, what the fuck?
Oh.
But it's fun. I enjoy it.
Dude,
But I like the competitive end of it too.
I went to Spain. So, well, this is just related to what you were just saying about people falling over and stuff. I was at this restaurant, and I was talking to this guy, and he like looked like he was having a hard time chewing. And so I left him alone. We were like kind of talking, and then he just paused for a little bit, and I realized he was choking, and I like started patting him on the back. I didn't know how like hard to hit someone. Like I never.
Or the high.
You can't be nice about it.
Yeah, I was gentle first. Just give him a slight pat.
Coaxing the.
And then he like I started hitting harder, and then he would shake his head, and I'd stop, and then he would start nodding his head again. I was like, "Do you want me to hit you?" And he would nod, and I was like, "All right." And I'm just like wailing on this dude. Everybody starts freaking out, and it takes like 5 different people to get this like piece of steak out of this dude's throat. But it was at this really, really nice restaurant. They like rented the whole top floor for us, and it was just a bunch of skaters in there, and we just made the craziest racket, and this dude like almost died, and everyone was giving us the dirtiest looks. It's quite the experience. I didn't know what
Was
to
he
do,
part of
though.
the crew? Like a skateboarder?
Yeah. He was like.
But you didn't know him personally. He was just.
I mean, I kind of knew him. I was just like, "How was your session earlier? Like, where'd you skate or whatever?" And he was just like hovering over his plate.
He's like,
It was trippy.
look
But
at me when I speak to you.
I was the first one on the scene. And I had no idea what to do. And then I realized, like, dude, I own a skate park. I should probably figure out how to, like...
Save lives.
Yeah. I mean, I just figured, like, the sign, like, skate
you
at
didn't
your
even
own
get,
risk.
like, the behind the
No,
back.
I didn't. I, like, was doing it on a sternum or something. And then someone was like, no, go under. And I was doing it, and, like, nothing worked, dude. And then, like,
I hear you
people
gotta
were
do it
just
hard.
Like, yeah.
Like, fucking crazy
This
hard.
like big Samoan dude came up from like downstairs, like walking up all nonchalant, like he does it all the time or something. And he just like grabbed him and squeezed him once, just like one like super hard one. But there was like the craziest styles. Like you could like categorize these styles. Like this one dude was just like, it was like a horse kind of, like he was just like picking him up off the ground and everybody's jumping around.
He's watching too much Miss Doubtfire.
I feel like my style wasn't that bad in comparison to all the other Heimlich styles.
You just did the beat the hell out of him on the back?
Well, I mean, I slapped him on the back real hard, and then I did the sternum Heimlich.
Sure. Up here and there.
Yeah.
Even in the center of the chest.
Yeah, I didn't know. But
I wouldn't, to be honest with you, I wouldn't know what to do either.
I mean, that's probably something we should know as tattooers.
I'm just not going to allow anybody to eat anything.
Not eat anything?
Yeah. It's liquids only.
Yeah. I had one dude pass out a little while ago this was at Bonnaroo. He wanted a basketball with the crown on it, and he could only make it through like the first 2 lines of the basketball.
Was I
before
still
he passed
there?
out. You might have. He passed out like 3 different times.
Was it late at night, and then it was just us, and we were kind of talking about it, and you were like, it was like the 15th time you'd stopped. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we were like,
I was like, just get through the basketball, and then we could put the crown on top. But he didn't even get close to the crown, and he's never come back. So there's like half a basketball bouncing around.
I'm sure his friend
Aurora.
hand-poked it, finished it for him.
Probably. Yeah.
That's disheartening.
Kitchen wizards.
I had a person he didn't almost pass out on me, but it was him and his wife. Dude, like, the walk-ins that I have, 95 to 98% not people from Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Because they all fly in and all those hotels and stuff around there.
You're talking about the new shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get people from, like, Missouri and freaking everywhere.
Nebraska,
Chicago, Florida, like all kinds of people. And it was this, but these people were actually from, I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but these people actually from, like, I think it was like one of two people I've tattooed from Denver.
Mm-hmm.
But they were here for like their honeymoon, or like, not honeymoon, like their anniversary. So I guess he got like a hotel down so they didn't have to fuck with I think they had a kid. They didn't want to screw with the kids. So anyway, they're just staying down there. Both their first tattoos, you can tell it was like, they were super like scared about the whole situation. Yeah. Which I guess coming to my shop was probably in their best interest because it's just me. Mm-hmm. It's like, all right, like calm down or whatever. But super straight-laced looking people. Like, I don't know if they were religious or not, but it just had that vibe to them. Yeah. Like, we've never been in a place like this before, and
never been around evil tattoos before.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was just her gonna get it. So she does it flawlessly. Mm-hmm. Well, her husband is apparently like this taekwondo dude or something. Like, he's been in it for like 20 years or something. And they were we were chit-chatting for quite some time. I usually I just take all the time I need, so it's super laid back. So like we talked forever. Like I said, I could start running my mouth. But after we were done with hers, they left. Then they showed up like an hour later, and he wanted to get one. Mm-hmm. He was like, I'm getting my first one today too. But he wanted like these kanji for like some kind of taekwondo stuff or whatever. Nice. So I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah. She took it fine, so I'm, he was like really thinking that he was going to just dominate this tattoo. Mm-hmm. Dude, we weren't in it. It was 3 kanji. It was probably about this big on his upper arm. It wasn't even anything crazy. Yeah. 2 lines, 3 lines into it. He's making me look like I'm not talking. He's just what's going on. I was like, oh yeah, he's feeling it. He's trying not to. Yeah. And then I saw the color leave from his body, and I was like, are you all right? Man. So I stopped, and I'm like, you all right? And he goes, well, I think I might be sick.
Oh no.
Shit. So he's like, do you have the key to or can I get to the bathroom? I was like, there's no way he's going to make it because I have to unlock my bathroom. So I'm like, there's a trash can right there, man. So he's down, and you could tell, like, he was, like, trying to explain it away, and I felt so bad for him because his wife took it like a fucking champ, and then he was, like, totally, in his mind, I'm sure he was like, I'm fucking pansying out on this so hard in front of my wife and this dude, like, getting sick and stuff. So then, like, I always tell people, like, I got sick on my first one. Like, I don't know. I was just trying to talk him out of it, but you could see it in his face. He was kind of embarrassed that his wife took it because she was super, like, this little tiny little thing, and then took it, doing even no big thing. Mm-hmm. And then he was, like, vomiting in the trash can. Man. I felt kind of bad for him, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't think is there a cool way to pass out? Is there, like,
I was trying to think of everybody that I've ever seen pass out, if I've ever seen pass out in style.
Poor Lara, she owns up to it. That girl I went to school with.
I guess that's the most baller way you could do it, because she just walked in there and told me straight up, like, I'm going to pass out.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, okay. So we, like, went ahead and laid her down.
Yeah.
On, like, just, like, a forearm tattoo.
Yeah.
Sure enough, she's like, I'm fussing to pass out. And I was like, it's like, calm. Like, I just know what's going to happen. And she just
knows the drill pretty much every time.
But she was, like, one of my favorite clients. And she showed up religiously to get tattooed and would pass out every freaking time.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to pass out now. Like, okay.
I've never passed out except that one time at Art with Heart. You remember that, right?
Oh, and that awesome painting.
Yeah.
Do you still have that? Didn't I want that one?
Yeah,
I wanted that flash.
Yeah, you got a tattoo off of that sheet.
Did that have the fish on it?
Yeah. There's a bunch of shit on that sheet. And then that really bad lady face.
What was it you were wanting?
He started tell the story about when you realized that something was wrong.
So we were at a paint night, and I just got a little bit carried away with the party, and I was sitting down at a table, and I was like shading this like lady's hair, and I was probably just shading this like one part for like 30 minutes easily, and I realized that like I kind of like snapped out of it for a second, and I like looked. stepped away from the painting. I looked at it and I was like, wow, like, this is horrible. What the fuck have I been doing for the past, like, hour on this? I just ruined this whole painting. This whole sheet is just done. I was like, man, maybe I should call an Uber or something. Like, maybe I should get out of here. And I stood up to, like, go make a phone call, and I, like, bumped into, like, 3 different dudes. And then just, like, face planted against the wall. And the wall is, like, full of paintings that are, like, held up by these little, like, twisty plastic things. And I just, like, went face first into it and just dragged my face down the wall. Got stitches.
That's pretty sick.
It was, yeah. I mean, that was pretty baller. I just went down.
I wanted that flash. I told you I did just for that story.
I still got it, dude.
Because her hair is all...
You can have it. It sucks.
Her hair's like shaded some weird direction.
Yeah. Dude, didn't make any sense. The light source was everywhere.
Yeah. Were there like 3 suns?
Yeah, seriously, dude. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was good though.
That's the only time I've ever passed out in a tattoo shop.
And you weren't even tattooing or getting tattooed?
I was painting. Got real nervous.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, like I said, on my very first one, I almost passed out, but I got the old, like, narrow vision, the old heavy sweating. But other than that, I didn't, go all the way out.
I've recently been wanting to tap out of tattoos. Like,
Do
not
what?
being able to, like, make it the whole way through. I mean, I get them in, like, rough spots. Like, I got my stomach. I got this little jewel on my stomach, and it, like, ugh, dude,
Jewel?
it killed. It's not a jewel. I'm going to mess up the Japanese name, and I should totally know it, but I'm going to blow
Can I see it?
Yeah.
How long ago did you get it?
Like, a week, 2-3 weeks ago or something.
Oh, okay. I would have never thought that was a jewel. It looks like something...
No, dude, I forget the name
Like
of it.
a
It's
sippy
little
cup
lucky-
with black
yeah,
liquid
it
in
feels
it.
so stupid. Yeah. Can't remember the name of it. But,
Japanese sippy cup.
It's a Japanese sippy cup on my stomach. But I got to, like, the black, and I was like, I don't know if I can get this thing colored. And then everyone's like, quit being a wuss. But I used this, like, numbing stuff. Never used it before. I've always been against it. But, dude,
Did
it
it
got me
work?
through it. Yeah.
What was it? What brand?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I was ashamed the whole time. I
Bitch
looked
cream.
away. Yeah. Just a bunch of bitch cream on there. But,
I have a client named Seth that he bought like 2 different types of bitch cream because he was going to get his throat tattooed. And he was like, this shit don't fucking work.
yeah. I mean, I'm down for the pain and stuff, and it's like you kind of earn it, you know? Because, like, if it doesn't hurt, then everyone would have tattoos.
Exactly.
But, like, man,
I
sure.
heard the
helped a
stomach
lot.
was rough.
I went like 4 hours on my neck. Dude, he put some of that stuff on there.
Is that
and-
one new?
I mean, this one?
Mm-hmm.
They're both new.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
saw the flower. You had that one before I left.
Okay, yeah.
And
And
then-
then I got this one during my life crisis.
You
That's
had a
what
break-
happens, dude. When you're a
did you have a
tattooer.
breakdown?
I mean, yeah. I don't. Probably. Let's face it, dude.
Maybe I shouldn't
Been a
laugh
rough
about
ass
that.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been wild. Riley passing and Joel the year before. Yeah.
Do you talk to anybody else besides me and Brandon?
I talked to Kagan a little bit. You didn't meet Kagan. Kagan was your replacement.
I talked to him when I was
Yeah.
there, and I'd come and visit y'all, but I never really, like, talked to him.
He's a cool kid. I like
He seemed
Kagan a
legit.
lot. Yeah, he's super fun. I just don't really, like, do much, dude. Like, I just kind of draw, and then I gotta do, like, curbside stuff sometimes, or grocery shop, you know. That's a big one.
Are you still living with the crew?
Yes. Yeah. The Crispy Castle, the curbside house. Yeah.
Crispy Castle.
How
That's
is the
where I'm
skate
at.
park?
Skate park's good. I mean, it's like the slowest time of year, but the rain has been like every day, so it's been fairly busy. Kids are great. They're getting older and a little bit like caught one kid stealing.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you handle
Busted
that? Did you
him,
drop the
dude.
hammer?
I've been guilt tripping him. I definitely dropped the hammer, but I've been guilt tripping him because I'd rather him be honest with me and be like, yeah, I did it, than like me just be like, all right, give me the money or whatever, you know? Like I'd rather
Was it
him-
somebody that was working for you, or is it
Dude,
somebody?
it was like a whole like Ocean's 11 thing with these 2 little runts. So they wanted, Henry's like, can I please like check out this kid or whatever, he wants to get a Gatorade. And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm watching him. I'm watching the counter. And this kid's got this, like, this bill, like, wadded up in his hand, like, close to his side. And I was like, dude, these kids are so suspicious right now. I'm just going to see what they do. And so Henry's like, that'll be $2. And he hands him a 10. And Henry starts giving him change for a 20. So he's like $10 over the change that this kid should actually be receiving. They pulled a little numbers game on me. You believe that?
I'm trying to pull some.
Yeah, dude. It's jacked up. So I caught him doing it. And I was like, whoa. Like, that's a lot of change you're giving out there. He gave you a 10. And I, like, know it was a 10, dude. It was a yellow bill. It's the only yellow bill. So I asked him about it, and he's like, no, dude, it was a 20, I swear. Like, look, it's in the register. It's like, well, it's a cash register. Of course there's 20s in there.
Yeah, there's 20s before this transaction.
Like, the logic of, like, a 14-year-old is so funny. It's like, trust me, look, here's the text messages. And he just, like, zooms in on some stuff that his friend sent him. It's like, his dad sent it or whatever. But, like, his friend's name is right there pretending to be his dad.
How is this proving that there was 20s involved?
Yeah, because, I guess, if you really want to go that deep, he's like, well, the dad gave him $20 that day. Or he only gave him 10.
Oh,
that was
okay. That was the
alibi.
alibi.
So they had,
the 20.
dude. They had this thing going deep. So I had him hold his hands up. And I was like, Henry, look at me. Hold your hands up. And because I was just, like, being tough or whatever, like, see if they shake or something. And I, like, asked him, like, a series of questions. And I was like, all right, what was the bill that you received?
You pulled some.
And he's like, it was a 10. I was like, I got you, dude. And he's like, no, the thing in the hands, you, like, confused me or whatever.
You pulled, like, a Jedi mind trick?
Yeah, dude, I did. I just looked through his soul. And I was like, you tell me right now what you did. You know, because I know, and I saw it, and you can't fool me kind of thing. So he's been hitting me up the past couple of days, like, hey, are we good? I'm like, I just want to hear you say it, dude. He's like, well, I gave the money back. And I was like, I didn't want to hear that you said, like, that you took it. Like, we could be, like, you're always welcome at the park, but if you want to be cool, you tell me that shit.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Why would they want to screw you, though? I don't understand.
They're just dumb, dude.
Well, they're not thinking they're screwing Michael. They're just
they're just like, we're just
money.
going to take a couple bucks and blah, blah, blah kind of thing. But
the hell can you buy for?
And they're just skaters.
Change for a 20.
I mean, for them,
they're skaters?
Dude, yeah, they're just, that's like
that's
the
how
culture.
y'all are?
You just kind of...
Alan?
I mean, when you're a little kid like that, when you get, like, credibility for being an asshole, you know, you'll be an asshole.
Maybe that's why I wasn't ever a skater.
Yeah.
Well, didn't you catch some of them stealing before? What'd they take?
Oh, they took a jewel. They took someone else's jewel.
You pulled the same thing on him, too, though. You tried to Jedi mind trick his ass as well.
He makes them admit to what they've done.
Yeah. I want to hear him say it.
You're like their dad up there, and you're just
well,
like...
dude, I mean, I feel like...
Do you tell them that you're disappointed? I'm not mad at me. I'm just disappointed in you.
Yeah. Dude, because the thing
so
is,
bad.
man, it's like...
Break them down.
Their parents just drop them off.
Right.
You know, like, I'm not saying their parents don't care, but, like, these kids do a lot of stuff and meet a lot of people and have a lot of conversations, like, in that park. So it's like, if they're doing something's kind of fucked up, like... They're gonna get caught doing it one day. I would rather it be me and then, like, give them, like, a solid response instead of just, like, kicking them out and being like, you're not welcome back here. Like, you're a piece of shit because you did this or whatever. Like, I believe in forgiveness and stuff. And, like, I think that that's a lot more powerful than just being, like, give me mine kind of thing.
Right.
Like, I would rather him, like, grow in his character and not be a scumbag. So.
I got you.
Yeah. And
you're probably a better guy than I am, then.
I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. Look at that smile. That, like, makes up for anything bad
I can be
you've
a
ever
jerk
done.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely can.
I can, too. I can be pretty ruthless.
Hannah, she only says that because I told her to shut the fuck up one time 3 years ago.
No,
yeah, I did that and I got slapped hard. And I just fully took it.
She just cried.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even...
It's
a little worse.
It is.
Yeah.
Even when it's not like I've made her cry a bunch of times, but...
He gets it from his dad, though. Like, his dad's the nicest person you'd ever, want to meet. And you would never think that he could fly off the handle.
But when he does, it's like,
But when he does, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like not so often. It's not an all the time thing.
Yeah. So when you're like
Road
really mad,
rage,
it's
if
just
somebody
shock.
does something stupid while driving, that'll catch it. The
Yeah,
middle finger.
The finger, man. I don't
Someone
know what
gives
it
you the
is,
finger?
dude. It's like
That's runs through his
it just
dad's blood, yeah.
I just black out. I just black out. I just like hurt that
Dang.
person so fucking bad. I chased the guy down.
Dang.
Tried to run him off the road. I was pissed.
For flipping
This,
you off.
yeah, this is like when we first moved up here, wasn't it?
We've been up here for a little while.
Mm.
Where would we go?
But that was like it'd be one thing if I did something stupid and then I got the finger. It would probably piss me off, but it wouldn't be like, I probably wouldn't chase you down. I'd just be
Yeah.
like, I'd probably just talk a lot of shit.
It's just weird when people are like behind like screens and windows, they just act completely different. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you how this went down. This is what, let me tell you, this
I
is
didn't
guy's
even
excuse.
know what happened. I didn't know what was going on until we were up next to somebody and he was just yelling at him through the window. I was like, what did he do?
Oh.
I'm sitting at the fucking turning lane, waiting for the red light. It
Uh-huh.
turns red, and as I'm turning, and you can ask her, like, I'm not one of those people that just set the fucking light. I got shit to do. So when the light turns green, it's like I'm on a race anyway.
Yeah.
So like I freaking get going, and I just like always check my mirrors and shit. And I look at my rearview mirror just in time to see like the middle finger like come back into his car. So instantly I was like, not only was the middle finger, but it was like an unjustified middle finger. Like I had not,
There was no
there was
justice.
nothing that had been
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
So I saw him and he turned down the street. So I freaking whipped it in on the next street and I came down and I was it was 8th.
No.
I knew he was gonna come back across, so I stopped there and here he come. I saw him turn out on the 8th, and I freaking and she starts realizing that something's going on.
Yeah.
So I was like, hold on one second. So like I pull up next to this dude, get caught at a light, or no, I roll my window down
He was like a kid.
and he was like,
I'll
I was
say
like,
that. He was young.
at first I didn't start like threatening him.
Were you about to say harass?
Yeah. At first I wasn't threatening him. I said, why did you give, I just wanted to hear why he gave me the middle finger.
Yeah.
I said, why did you just give, I said, did you give me the middle finger?
Yeah.
And he was like, maybe. And I was like, why? He goes, you went too slow. That was his excuse. Like the light was red.
Yeah.
It turned green and I pushed the gas.
Yeah.
So then I really started, I was like, pull the fuck over so I can just whip you down right here in the middle of the street. And he wouldn't do it and he wouldn't look at me anymore. So then I just started trying to like run him off the road.
Yeah.
And then we had something to do. So after he was like really persistent about pulling over, I'm pretty sure I called him a name. And then I had to turn. I just turned. I was like furious. And then she called my dad. And what did he tell you? He was like, I would have bailed.
I told him something about, I said something about if he goes to jail, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do. And he said, what happened? And I was like, some guy gave him the middle finger while we were going down the road. He goes, that's justifiable. I'd pay to get him out.
Yeah.
Dude, your dad's so sick.
And I'm never like that, ever. Like, I have like 2 gears. Like, either I'm like super not pissed off and I'm like doing everything I can to avoid pretty much confrontation. But it's like, when you get to that level, it's like something switches.
Mm.
My dad, on the other hand, and my mother, they would just get pissed off instantly. They'd
Yeah.
had like really hot heads real quick. But me, I didn't get any of that. I got just an extreme version of it at a very much higher level.
Yeah.
So
Very
I just
rarely.
like, yeah, and it's like super rare. But like, I get just like jittery, like where I just like, I wish I could just like destroy something.
And then he just doesn't talk for like a good half hour.
Yeah. I did that on a toll road in Houston too one time.
I feel like it's good to confront stuff when it comes up, you know? I feel like that's a healthy thing. Like, if you imagine, like, trying to hold all that in.
Oh, I'd probably pop. I'd probably have a stroke.
Yeah. Dude, so you saved your own life there.
I probably did.
Yeah.
That
Look at
toll
that.
road day, I think I saved my life too. She just went dead quiet on me. Because I wasn't mad at her.
Because in my head, I was thinking to myself, he doesn't know it, but he's tripping over a $2.50 bill he's going to get in the mail, and he's thinking it's going to be $250.
I thought it was going to be like a ticket. I never got a toll, like
the
just not
electronic
paid.
ones or
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah.
When it takes your picture when you go through it, he thought, I'm not supposed to be on this road. I don't have an easy tag or anything in my window. So when I go through it, I'm going to get this outrageous bill in the mail.
Yeah.
The little flash went off. I
He
lost my fucking
lost
mind.
it. But we had been driving for like hours at that point.
Yeah, I was on.
Were we going back home?
Yeah.
Oh, it was when we came up here. It was after we got married. We came up here for a so-called honeymoon or whatever, looking for houses and stuff. And we were on the way back, and we were like 2 hours from home, and
yeah, dude.
we got our picture taken.
Because in my mind, I thought it was gonna be like. We left after we got married. The next morning, we left, got a ticket, in some speed trap.
In Lufkin.
In Lufkin.
Like 45 minutes after we left the house.
I really thought I was gonna get off. Because one thing, we just got married.
He gave him the whole, we just got married, like,
Yeah.
you know, and that guy's conversating like, oh, that was so great,
He
congratulations.
started talking about tattoos and like
how
the guy on his
And
force.
he was an older guy, and he's like, okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Comes back, and he's like, okay, here's your ticket.
Hit me with that $200 and something ticket.
Oh, man.
So that's how our honeymoon started. I was like,
Yeah.
son of a bitch. And then I'm coming home and I catch this. I was following the directions on the damn
MapQuest.
Yeah.
Or
whatever it's called. I don't know which one. I threw one away. I had two. I was using.
Oh, it was the actual GPS that we bought before we left,
Yeah.
and we don't use
I don't think that thing made it through Fort Worth.
No.
I just like ripped it off the freaking thing and just threw it in the back seat. And I was like, just use the phone. So I was coming home and it made me, I knew that, well, one of them was called the freaking Hardy Toll Road, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that what it's called in Houston?
I don't know.
It says,
Alan says yes.
something toll road. So it's like, okay, that's a toll road. We're not going to hit that.
Mhm.
But it was trying to make me go down it. So I was like, no, I'm not going to hit that. I'll just hit the next. Usually, like, I forgot what, is it 45 that wraps around Houston, Alan?
The Beltway.
Or, yeah, what is that?
8. That's the toll road.
Not, yeah, the thing that's not the toll road.
Oh, I forget what it's called.
610? It's a
Yeah,
610 loop. So I knew that the 610 loop just literally just does circles around Houston. So I was like, I know if I hit this, it'll catch me to I-10. So as I'm going, it tells me to hit this other fucking road. So I was like, okay, like surely there's not two toll roads right next to one another.
Yeah.
Was my thinking.
Uh-huh.
So I freaking took the freaking exit, man. And it's, you know, you start getting those realizations and those like, there's just those, the way those toll roads look. And I was like,
And there's no turning back.
yeah, I'm past the point of no return now. I'm hung in this lane and I just know that it's coming.
But it's just, I was just, in my
But
head,
I
like, it's
didn't,
just a toll
again,
road.
I
Like,
didn't know
Yeah.
it would just send me like, oh, you owe us $250.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to catch another freaking two. I'm like, this trip has now I'm now $400 more in the hole than
Yeah,
when
I
we
get
left.
it. I get it. I
But
feel you on that.
I'm okay. I mean, I was okay after. I did tell you what did bring me out of the slum. I really have a real serious hatred with people who have nuts hanging from their truck.
Uh-huh.
I just thought I despise it.
Yeah.
This fucker flies by me as I'm ranting.
Uh-huh.
We lost track of him, and then as I'm cruising down I-10, I see this dude pulled over, and the
Yeah.
cops got him off. Made me feel great.
No, he had a blowout.
Oh, that's
He,
right, that's
pulled over,
right.
His tire came off.
His tire blew out. Redeemed. I
There
felt
you
so
go.
much better. It was like the stress just left my body.
Yeah.
Like
I didn't talk to him for like an hour and a half. And he didn't say anything to me because I think he kind of knew that he was being retarded.
Uh-huh.
And then the next thing I hear is like, hey, babe, look, there's the Panda Express over there. I was like, I don't even want to talk to you.
Distract her with Panda Express.
Man. That's a good distraction, though.
Yeah, she loves it, but she never eats it.
We don't have one. We don't have one that's like, what, maybe on Broadway. We don't have one around
Isn't there
here.
one over there in Aurora?
Over by like Kelly's
The
store.
mall?
I eat it when I go help at Parker and Chambers.
They?
Well, it's right there, and they have a drive-through at that one.
I always just try to
This
point
is
them out,
making
babe.
me so hungry right now.
Yeah, Panda Express is so good. I don't know why
Hey,
you
Dad.
didn't have dinner ready for everybody
Do
by the time you
you
got here.
eat like a crazy amount now because you have a human inside of you?
I do now. I did in the beginning, and then the middle was kind of like normal,
But-
and then now it's.
But to be honest, she doesn't like
Starving all
eat
the
a
time.
lot a lot of times.
Like
during
I
the
don't
day.
I don't indulge in things. Like when I am hungry, I'll eat, but I don't eat like a larger quantity. Like I just need to eat constantly, a little bit more.
Gotcha.
Than
I think she
normally
eats
do.
less, just more times a day. To me, because like when we cook, typically, I mean, obviously I've been seeing her eat for a long time, but it doesn't seem like she's been eating a lot at dinner. It's just multiple times throughout the day.
Do you eat more? Because
No,
there's a human inside of her.
no.
The what is it called? Sympathy.
The sympathy
Eating?
hunger for eating?
No.
I don't think so. But my
He,
what I
his
can eat
range
is
of what
crap.
he can eat is completely different.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I probably
So
Yeah.
me, I can eat whatever I want.
even though I did find out that I can eat these Cheetos, the Puffs, Simply Puffs,
They're like
They-
organic Cheeto brand.
but they don't have wheat and they don't have MSG.
They're cheddar jalapeno, I think
Dude,
is what they are.
diets suck, man. I've been like doing vegan. I'm
Dude,
not like
why?
I'm not. Hold on,
Michael.
hold on.
Oh my
Because
God.
here's the thing: if it's put in front of me, I'll eat it. I say vegan, but I'm not like veganism. It's just like I don't. Like when I go grocery shopping, I don't buy meat. I don't buy cheese. I don't buy dairy. I
I
don't
would
buy none of
die.
that stuff.
I don't know.
What the
how
hell do you
I
buy?
don't. I mean, I eat an awful lot of like potatoes and beans and rice and chickpeas and veggies,
I never ate a chickpea.
fruit.
Do you not crave that kind of stuff though? Like, do you not feel like you're missing something when you sit down and eat that?
Not really.
I would.
I mean,
Maybe that might.
because like some of the stuff is so bomb. Like you go to Sputnik at the Southern Comfort Bowl, like you can't really tell the difference sometimes, and I feel full longer. I feel like I have a little bit more energy.
I was about to say
But
your energy level is
honestly,
probably a little bit better, but
I don't really care like a crazy amount, you know. Like my friend gave me a White Castle burger last night, and I ate it without flinching.
where'd they get White Castle?
What?
Where'd they get White Castle?
7-Eleven.
Oh, like the
Yeah, like and he had a Lunchable earlier that day, and he just like put a little cracker with like everything that like vegans would be against,
Yeah.
bologna and like plastic cheese. He just like put it in my face, and I was like, well,
that
he's
cheese is horrible.
offering. Yeah, no, it's disgusting.
But the really salty cracker kind of brings it back.
That's not terrible.
It's not horrible.
The cracker
yeah.
stackers?
It'd be different though if y'all both just couldn't have it.
What?
Anything good.
Oh, like
well,
if we couldn't eat it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so I've been shopping that way, and there's this chick who works at the shop, and she's like full-blown vegan. Like I can't say I'm a vegan, but that's like the diet I try to be on. But I
Right.
don't really care too much about diets because I'm so big, dude. If I don't eat like
Yeah.
when I should, I'll like throw a temper tantrum and fall asleep. Which is what I'll do. I'll just get super pissed off and take a nap. So she like points out all this stuff that's like not vegan. It's like salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah.
Like those aren't vegan. Like there's just so many things. Like half the vitamins I was eating. I
Yeah,
put,
because
like,
they probably have
so-
gelatin and shit in them.
yeah, just stuff like that. It's like so impractical.
That
That's
was-
how what's his name used to eat.
Shane.
Yeah, like because he stayed with us for like 2 weeks,
Oh, Shane Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that's just what I mean. But it gets expensive.
Yeah,
Like
it's
super
pretty
expensive.
expensive.
I mean, I guess to say it's expensive for him. Like if you're at home, kind of like making it or whatever, is probably not that bad. But he was eating like the instant meals,
Yeah.
like the microwave meals, and
Yeah, he wasn't cooking.
they're like
Nah,
portions
just, like,
this big.
Make a bunch of pasta and a bunch of like beans and rice.
But see, pasta's not vegan either.
What do you mean? It's just, there's no eggs in it. It's wheat pasta.
Oh, you're eating.
Or something.
Depends.
It doesn't have
Most
eggs.
pasta has.
I look at the back of the thing. If it doesn't say contain eggs or whatever, I'll get it.
Some of
Or
them will even be
milk.
labeled.
Well, it'll say milk
vegan.
too.
Milk's not vegan.
No, I'm saying if it says
Oh,
milk or eggs,
okay.
I won't buy it.
Oh,
Yeah. I know milk's not vegan.
I didn't know.
I'm at least that vegan. I'm not vegan at all. But I tried.
No, we're just on. I eat meat now.
Dude, but you've seen like how this isn't. I'm not trying to do anything here. I'm not preaching vegan shit at all. But you've seen the like blood and milk and stuff, like that kind of thing. Like, isn't that just like gross?
Blood and milk?
Yeah, there's like blood in cow milk, and they like bleach it. And
I don't
stuff.
really drink that much milk.
I
Yeah.
drink milk constantly.
See?
She'd be like a vampire.
Like I just like that, and then like you ever seen like chicken nuggets made at McDonald's?
Yeah, they're pretty horrible.
The pink slime.
It's like the dicks and the
It's
elbows
just
and
like
the feet and shit like that.
I mean, once you like see that, and then you see a chicken nugget, there's always this thing in me that's like, I really want that chicken nugget right now. But then I think about like bones and like pink slime.
What it
Yeah.
consists of.
I think it's a little weird. That's all I'm saying. I heard some things. I've seen some pictures. I don't want to eat milk or cheese that often. But if someone offers it up,
I think that's a good way to live, though.
yeah,
But the people who are just completely vegan, I'm not so sure about that.
yeah. Like someone like calling
I think
me
it's actually
soft.
unhealthy. I think I watched not a documentary, but I think Joe Rogan had a lady that used to be vegan on his show, and now she's like not, and tries to like teach people like what the hell is
Yeah.
going on with your body.
Yeah.
Because like you obviously you need some stuff you're like missing.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm definitely missing something, dude. Yeah. I'm working on it though.
I used to eat only chicken and shit, but now my gout shit's under control. So I'm
Yeah,
like
we get that
I'm
kind
pounding
of
that red meat dog.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he can eat like somewhat.
I was actually gonna make meatballs
normal.
today,
Dang.
but what is it? I don't know if this is. Do y'all buy a lot of ground meat, Alan?
No.
No. There's something about this fucking ground meat that's like been bad. Like if you don't cook it the day that you buy it,
Like we instantly come home and freeze it, and then when you open it up,
It's brown.
nasty. It just
it
stinks.
smells like fucking death.
Ugh, yeah.
And I'm
fuck
like, I'm not
that.
eating that.
No.
Plus, I'm already weird about her eating shit anyway. So
So go
like,
to like Marzik's or something and get some like fresh cut stuff.
but it's because I told her I was like, because we were in there, I said maybe we shouldn't get it because if we get it, I'll just cook it now, so it doesn't have a chance to go bad. And she was like, no, it should. Maybe it was
Well,
just
I
bad.
was like, if you're instantly putting it in the freezer, unless you're buying it bad. If it's bad and then you're freezing it, that's what I think is happening. Because if you just bought it and it was good and put it in the freezer,
I don't
it
know.
shouldn't be bad when you take it out.
I don't know what the hell's happening, but it's going bad. I'm just like tossing out $12 every time I buy one of these loaves
Yeah.
of fucking red meat.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
No, sometimes I buy these like veggies with so much. I just remember that I have veggies I still haven't cooked. But that's what I was just gonna say. Like I bought asparagus one time. I was like, yeah, I'll eat this. This will be great. I'm gonna put it with who fucking knows, like rice and chickpeas, because
Okay.
that's like all I eat, or rice and beans.
Rice and beans
then-
is good though. I'll give you.
Yeah, I love rice and beans, man.
I'll give it to you.
It's
That's
so
good.
good, and it's like, I mean, they complete each other. You know, makes perfect protein or some shit like that. I
Yeah,
heard that somewhere
good stuff.
on something, and then some hot sauce, tapatio, Cholula. I don't
Okay.
know what kind of guy you are.
I've had both.
Yeah,
I don't really have it now, but
I mean,
because I'm weird. But
they're pretty bomb.
I've had it before. Yeah.
What hot sauce do you eat?
He eats sriracha all the time. That's about
Sriracha.
it.
oh, dude,
You
I
don't like
pound
sriracha?
sriracha all the time.
I just don't believe in mixing up different cultures like that.
Michael,
Well,
come on now.
But see, I would say like
Sriracha and rice, and you put sriracha on a taco.
no.
I think it's mainly because he's limited.
Oh, because you can't eat tapatio. or
Tabasco.
Cholula.
I'll eat Tabasco.
I love Tabasco.
But 99% of the time I'm eating it on popcorn.
Yeah.
Have you ever had
What
that?
is wrong with you? No.
Have you ever had
I mean,
that?
it sounds. I'm not against it.
Okay.
It's
but
really, try it.
You've never
Do
put
it.
Tabasco on like.
No, you don't want to like take each individual kernel and dip it in
You just
Tabasco.
want to spritz it on
Spritz
the
it
whole.
and then just shake it up, where it gets
Mhm.
a little bit on everything, and eat that. It's like it's good.
Dude, I haven't like cooked anything in a minute where I'm like, all right, here we go. It's just like so practical.
You just eat to survive.
I just eat to survive. I mean, when I go out, I like go out, but I mean, I do that like once or twice a week.
See, I don't ever. It's so weird because I don't eat anything that I don't cook. So
Yeah, see,
We're
but
always
I like
freaking
try to
chicken.
get like inspiration when I'm out and stuff. Like when I sit down and I'm like paying like $15 for a plate or something,
right.
like I'm like taking notes. I literally have notes.
What's
sometimes.
your favorite places to eat?
I mean, it depends on the emotions. Cause when I'm feeling all emo and sad and shit, I want Meta Burger.
What is that?
What is that?
It's just like it's like a vegan burger joint, and then, like everything is super bomb. The sauces are good. The bread is like delicious. It's really, really good. And I mean,
What if
yeah.
you're feeling happy?
If I'm happy, if I'm in a good mood, in one of those rare occasions, I probably, I don't know. Is this with like my limitations, or is this
Man,
like I can just have
whatever
whatever
you
I
want.
want?
Somebody just paid you
In-N-Out,
$2,000.
dude.
You just
In-N-Out.
found out you had $2,000 that you didn't know, and you're like, I'm going to eat something good.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out?
Dude, I love In-N-Out from when
I
I
don't
lived in
know about
Cali.
it.
Have you ever had a Whataburger?
Yeah, I have.
And
What do
you
you-
still think
what do you
In-N-Out's
think?
better?
What's
The-
your?
Everything about In-N-Out is so dope.
It's not bad. I had it when I went to Vegas, but
I mean, I haven't had Whataburger. Is it Whataburger?
Yeah. Whataburger.
Whataburger.
Yeah.
Whataburger.
Unless when you're little, I always called it Waterburger, but
Yeah, that's what
Like
I've
there was water
been
in it.
calling it
Yeah.
for a while.
it's Whataburger for sure.
Whataburger. So Whataburger, I've only had like a couple times, so I can't really like say like In-N-Out is most definitely better. But I've had a lot of burger joints in a lot of places, and I just am so down with the drive-through, the palm trees, the red and yellow.
I've never had an In-N-Out burger ever.
Oh,
it's good. It really is good, but
Pink lemonade, dude. What I always do is
I'm
a
about pink
double,
lemonade.
chopped chilies. There's like all these little things you can get thrown on it people don't even know about. It's sick. You get grilled onion and raw onion. You can do whatever. So
what do they call that? Don't they call it something?
I don't know.
Like a smothered covered
No,
thing.
it's like
Animal
fancy
style.
animal style or something.
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
animal style.
slang?
That's just no. That's like melted cheese and onions and like just pour it all over your
Yeah.
food, which is also kind of bomb. But then I get a Neapolitan shake, which is
Ooh.
delicious, and
I didn't know they had that when I went.
fries extra, or you can get fries cooked light,
Their fries are good.
so they can come out like kind of soggy if you're into soggy, salty fries.
Ooh.
So
Aren't you a crunchy fry person?
Mm-mm.
No, you're a soggy. That's
No,
right.
I'm
You are.
like in between.
Because if I
Yeah.
cook them too long, you're like, eh.
Yeah.
'cause then it's like you're
Sometimes.
just eating crunch.
Like those steak fries, right? That's why I like the steak fries because they can't ever get like.
All this talk about food, man.
Yeah, I'm starving.
I'm
Been
sorry.
tattooing all day.
I should have got like a big bowl of fried chicken
Oh.
pieces like I did last
You guys
time.
fried chicken's so
You
good.
know, I was
Yo,
thinking
I
about
fucked up
telling
with
him
that
to do that, and I
Tupperware.
didn't because I thought you would subconsciously know. Like, Michael's coming over, Hannah's gonna be hungry when she gets home. Let's just do it.
I'm not gonna lie.
But
The
you
chick.
didn't do it.
I was gonna do the meatballs before, like, I was gonna cook just the whole fucking log, and then it went bad. So then I had to defrost the chicken. So it kind of put me behind.
You're
Forever.
crazy, dude. I gotta go grocery. It forces me to go grocery shopping. So
I feel like we grocery shop all the time.
I don't go in.
I feel like we grocery shop all the time because we don't necessarily get everything. We're like, oh, we'll get it later.
grocery shopping feels like jumping into a cold lake as a dare for me.
You don't like it?
Like as soon as I get in there, I'm
just
just like
ready to get
frantically
out.
like buying everything, and then I get out.
I don't mind it. I like to cook though.
But I'm not at the place where like I have like a recipe.
Right.
Like I just
Neither do I.
freestyle everything, dude.
Well, that's
I
what I
got
do.
crazy meals I make.
I feel bad for Hannah. We eat well, we've been switching it up a little bit more, but there for a while, it was chicken and rice
All the time.
every day.
Yeah,
I still can. Like right now, that sounds great to me.
yeah,
But that's just like my go-to. Like,
Easy meal, kind of.
yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't take a whole lot of thinking. Onions sound good, bell peppers sound good, chicken sounds good, and then you just
Yeah.
put that on rice,
There
and
you
it's
go.
good.
I just have a problem with like getting stuff and then it just sits around for too long. Like I get like a bell pepper or something and I use like half of it and then the other half
Goes
is
bad.
chilling there and then I don't make anything that requires a bell pepper.
We slaughter
Just
bell
dies.
peppers here.
Slam.
More so onions. Than
Onions and bell
anything.
peppers.
Mm,
I think I eat like 4 onions a day.
dude.
If that is a cure for something, I'll never get that.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, I'll never
4
get it.
onions a day?
Easily.
Would
I say
do
They're
you
almost
have
on
like
every
an
meal that we
appetite
make.
for onions where you would like just bite into an onion like an
No.
apple?
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not even a huge fan of super raw onions.
I do. I like them.
It has to be what is it that you eat raw onions on? It's red onion. you eat on your hamburger. And I never really did that too much, but she kind of turned me on to it. I'm not against it. I like vegetables in general.
It's 2019, dude. Do
But,
whatever.
Yeah,
Put red onion on a burger.
but I mean, I'm so limited. Everything just is. If I can find one little thing that I can eat, I'm excited.
Yeah. If I could take a pill every day,
And that was it.
that was it. I'd just do that.
Man.
I mean, I love food, but like, I ain't got time to love food right now. I'm working.
You work all the fucking time.
All
I
the
work
time.
every single day, every single week. I got 10 days off though in August. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
From tattooing and skate park.
Yeah, and I'm already like thinking about guest spotting and stuff because there's some people out in LA. I'm gonna be.
Oh, is that where you're going?
I'm going to San Francisco for a wedding, and then I was gonna go down to Long Beach to see some friends, get tattooed by John, and then I was gonna go to Salt Lake City to see a friend. But that's a lot of driving, dude.
Oh, you're driving this?
Well, I mean, I figure if I'm gonna be like taking up the whole 10 days and doing a thing, I might as well go on like a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants style kind of trip, where I'm like looking out the window, listening to country, and just all this like epiphanies are happening. That's the plan. You know?
That's
I can't drive that long.
I mean, I'm just kind of worried about driving that long by myself.
Yeah, you're gonna go fucking insane.
Yeah. I mean,
Not
maybe
to-
that's a good thing though, dude. Maybe,
You need that?
I don't know. Maybe. I really don't know. That's why I'm just down to try whatever, dude. I've just been doing whatever with life lately, certain things, but yeah.
Except for come see my shop.
Yeah.
Except for, yeah, if it comes to driving anywhere, then I don't.
I can pick you up.
You pick me up, dude. I'll go anywhere, dude. I love being chauffeured around. It's my favorite thing.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you hit me up and I'm in my house doing absolutely nothing.
I don't even know where the house is.
It's 13th and, well, it's like Watts and Colfax, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Lakewood. It's far. But I need to move soon. I've been thinking about moving out to Aurora, actually.
I can't live with Roar.
Isn't this Aurora?
No,
Where are we? Glendale?
take it back.
Take it back.
We technically we have a Denver address, but we're like on the edge of Lowry.
Well, I've always, like, Art with Heart isn't technically Aurora either.
I don't even know where our heart is either.
Or maybe it is Aurora. But there's Denver Cops, like, on the next street.
Oh, okay.
It's like we're, like, right on the border kind of thing. I
What
do want to
street
be
are you
closer
guys
to
on?
downtown. It's Iliff and Parker Road. Where, like,
I think
Evans
that's
turns into
Aurora.
Iliff.
Yeah.
But it's, like, right when that happens. Like, when Evans turns into Iliff, I think that's when it goes Denver, Aurora. Like, when you go over
Mhm.
Parker Road.
Is that down there where Mike lives? Remember we used to go down there for the fish
Piercer
tank?
Mike?
Yeah.
Dude,
Mhm.
I love Mike so much.
Do you?
Dude, I think he's hilarious.
Mike is a cool dude.
I
never
think
talked
he's
to him,
super
though.
rad. He's like such a weird guy, but he is so awesome.
I still buy stuff from him as far as like supplies and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like just like throwaway shit. And I was kind of pumped that he was coming to like drop some shit off because I was just gonna bullshit with him, and then I had
Yeah.
to walk in, and then I had to be like, oh yeah, man, I gotta go. Like
Damn.
just drop it and go.
Yeah. Mike's a sweet guy, man.
Do you still talk to him pretty regularly or no?
Not really. He'll like comment on my Instagram stuff, and like the only time I'm on Instagram is really like just looking at tattoos and trying to get some cool ideas. So like when people like send me stuff that's like that tattoo is sick or something like that, like I'll just like it and then keep going with my thing so I don't get all distracted and stuff. Like I'll like block, like I blocked a person, and they're like, yo, why'd you block me? And I was like, well, I just didn't really want to see your stuff, it's too distracting, and I like gotta work. Like I'm working on Instagram. Like we're friends, we're cool, but I just can't follow your shit, sorry.
Damn.
Yeah, I gotta work, dude. I mean, I'm down. I feel like I'm trying to cut out the bullshit in my life. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff out there and so many people talking, and like I offer a lot of services, like as far as just like the shit that I do. Like I have an indoor skate park, and I'm a tattooer. People are always wanting to skate and have like private sessions or do whatever, and people always want like free tattoos and shit. You know?
Private sessions, are you like?
Just like, hey, we should go to the park like before it opens so I can skate
okay,
by
okay.
myself. And
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, no. I'm not gonna go to work early so that you can do that. Like,
Right.
Like this stuff is like I really care about what I do a lot, and I feel like I have a lot of people that just like hit me up because they want shit. You know, it's like if you're down, then like come see me or don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When I first got into this business, Markavius told me that the first people that are going to screw you or try to get one over on you are your friends and your family.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he told me.
Hmm.
And it stands pretty true. I'm not saying it's all horrible, like all your friends are
Yeah.
horrible, but usually the ones that try to get away with like, yeah, like, we'll just go out there at 7 a.m. and we'll just go ahead and start it, or
Yeah.
why don't we just do this? And
Why don't we just
it's
do it
like-
at the house? You got your gun on you?
Right? Yeah. Like no, man. Like
Or
got
I'm trying
shit-
to think of what that one person said. I don't even think he was family. Something about what is the term that he used? Something discount.
oh yeah.
Old friend discount or something. It was one of the times that we were
But
going
I
home,
used
and
to
I'm
know
like,
you one time. I know your name.
Oh, I deleted a guy.
like we're acquaintances, so I get a discount because
Yeah.
I know who you are, and
Yeah, I guess I won't say his name, but I had a guy hit me up.
I already know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and he was like, "Hey, why don't you draw this up?" Like, I enjoy drawing. Don't get me wrong.
Uh-huh.
I draw all the time, you know,
Yeah.
for the most part. But when like somebody asks you to draw something that's like not your gig, like I draw all kinds of weird shit. Like most of the stuff I draw, people don't typically like to get tattooed, except for Anna and like a few select other cool ass people.
Whatever, dude. You do a bunch of cool shit.
But like when somebody is like, you know, it's like this isn't what they want me to draw. It's like, hey, maybe you can draw me a half sleeve of tribal or some shit like that. You're like, yeah, I can do it, but this isn't like what I would do for fun. So this is now a job,
Yeah.
obviously.
Give them
They-
an hourly rate.
But yeah, they're like, hey, we draw this up. This person doesn't live here, by the way.
Uh-huh.
They're fucking 16 to 17 hours away, and they're like,
Uh-huh.
hey, would you draw this up for me? And I'm like, well, pretty much gave him the rundown of like, yeah, I'll draw it. Like, are you wanting this to get tattooed, or am I gonna like draw you, or am I gonna charge you like a price for giving you a piece of art? Like,
Yeah.
Or are you gonna
You'd be
take it
better
somewhere
off-
else and have somebody else?
yeah, like I'm not gonna
tattoo it
draw
on?
something
Yeah.
for somebody else to tattoo it. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, unless you want to buy a piece of artwork, which is gonna get a little bit more expensive, you know, if I'm just giving it to you.
Yeah.
So anyway, it came down, and then that's what was said. Like, well, you're not gonna give me practically saying like you would be better off not asking for a hookup, and then me just giving it to you, just like, ah, fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I am on tattooing anyway.
Yeah.
Like people who don't ever ask, and I'm just gonna fucking tattoo them, and then I'm like, in my mind, like while I'm tattooing, I'm like, this fucking person's cool to talk to. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I'll just give you this, even if I shot them some, you know, a higher price. I'll just be like, oh, let's just call it this, you know, whatever.
I mean, I guess it's not just like, I'm not saying just like people who are asking about tattoo stuff and people only want me because I like give them shit. Like, I'm not just saying that, but it's like, I also just like real interaction. And I don't want to be like programmed to go to my phone every time I'm like trying to kick it or something and have just look at comments on my DM. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes like when you work all the time and like you're always around people, but they're always people that you're working for or you're doing something for, and then you get on your phone and that's like, and then you're getting hit up in there and like on Instagram, I'm like, dude, just text me.
Right.
Like if you want to hang out, like let's just hang out, but like I don't want to have like an Instagram conversation about like when we could possibly do something because you thought that one thing was funny on my story. Just fucking text me. So I just don't go on Instagram a lot, really. I just post tattoos and look at tattoos.
Are you doing a lot of appointment stuff now, or are you catching a lot of walk-ins?
I do a lot of appointments and a lot of walk-ins.
What's your schedule there
I work
for anybody that's listening?
every day but Thursday and Friday.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's my schedule.
Yeah.
That's right. And then you're at the skate park, obviously.
And I'm at the skate park Thursday,
Do
Friday.
y'all still do the barbecue things on Fridays?
Every last Friday.
every last Friday.
Yeah, but sometimes, I mean, in the summer it's like pretty mellow, so we don't really go as crazy. Like if there's enough people there, like where it makes sense to like grill up a bunch of stuff, then we'll grill, or we'll just get like a pizza or something, just hang out.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Who's all working for you still, or now?
like none of them.
None of the ones that I know.
The OGs.
Yeah.
I mean, Steven does he does our Bible studies on Fridays. I'm not really doing a whole lot of that right now, just because my life's hectic and stuff. And I just don't feel like I can pour out in that place. So Steven's heading all that. And there's this kid Max that I've known since he was like 12. Like one of Joel's. I told you about Joel, right? Who owned this shop and he passed away. It's like his kid's like best friend. I took him to Spain a little bit ago.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I remember you telling me. Yeah.
So I took them to Spain, and Max is he's a good kid, works hard, you know, and he's just a skate rat too. So like he's got the passion for it, you know,
Right.
which is really tight. So it's Max, me, Aaron. He helps
So-
out on Thursdays, and then this dude Ryan, who's pretty tight.
Do you ever talk to? Oh my God, I feel like an asshole now. Elijah?
Not that much.
Really?
Really?
Dude, I'm just like cold-blooded lately, dude. It's like that Instagram thing. Like, I just have this weird thing where like if people aren't in front of me, I don't really like put in like a huge effort over long-distance relationships anymore. Like I used to do it all the time. I used to be so good at like keeping up with people and like seeing how they were doing and talking about all this stuff. And maybe it's like just like my life right now, but like I just like I got so much stuff in front of me here and now.
Right.
It's like to call someone up like thousands of miles away that I don't like ever really keep up with, and then chat about stuff and hear about a bunch of problems that I have absolutely nothing to do with, that's on the other side of the world or whatever. It's just like, it's like I'm not really there.
I got you.
You know, like I just rather be there in the stuff, you know, like I suck at texting for that reason.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's like give me the time and date and place and let's go. You know, like
Right.
I want to keep up in person. Like I don't want to sit here all day because I gotta do like an email or something. Like when
Right.
I'm being nice and friendly on my phone, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Basically, I gotta be working somehow. But yeah, it's probably not the healthiest thing, but I'll change it one day. I'm gonna let it ride out for now though, because it's been pretty fun. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say I'd like to be that busy, but I don't know if I would.
I mean, it's not like I'm getting paid to do everything either, you know. There's a lot that I just like, I believe that like putting in like your very best is like all you really got to do, and then you can't really complain about nothing. You know, I don't really have to worry about anything. Because there's like only so many things in life I feel you can like find security in, you know?
Right.
And even like I used to like feel like I got all my security from like my faith, and that was everything. And then my faith just got super shooken up, and I never really had like a bunch of security in any other stuff. And then I became a tattooer, and I started making money, and then now I'm able to find security in that. And it's one of the only things I got security in right now. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep doing this, like showing up early and sleeping and cleaning and just like putting in the effort to make sure that like I'm setting myself up for success or whatever. And then I just work and feel comfortable in that area of my life, and I work on the other stuff when I got time. But I don't make too much time for that.
Right.
But it's cool, man. Like I feel like with
If you're
tattooing,
happy, man, it's really all that matters.
I mean, I love my jobs a lot too, and that's what I think like a lot of people in my life that are like, where's Mike at? Is he okay? Is everything cool? Like, I'm the type of person where if I'm doing something, I gotta do it all the way. Like with skateboarding, it was like that too, and like, I mean, I just never really left like that drive until like my knees broke basically.
Right.
And it's just like this passion that I have to like master something, you know, and I feel like it really takes all of your time. Like I've had so many like older tattooers tell me that, like when I was first trying to be a tattooer, they're like, you're not going to be able to do it because you got all these other things going on in your life. Like, tattooing isn't just like something that you like pick up, you're good at, you go home, chill or whatever. It's like, you gotta draw, you gotta paint, you gotta like do your research and look up cool reference and like know your shit.
Right.
And it takes a lot of time, and I want to make stuff that makes everybody walk out that door super stoked, whether it's like black and gray or Japanese or traditional. But I also want to like have my own thing too that I like to do, and that's a lot of bases to cover. And like being like just chilling in this house and like living alone or whatever, well, with the roommates and stuff, like I can spend all that time doing that. And I don't imagine myself having this time of being alone and like being able to just like focus this crazily on one thing. Like, I'm not always going to be able to do this. So I feel like now is the time for me to just like work and work and work. Like, you know, I could go out and party and like meet chicks and like do whatever, but I don't get down like that. I'd rather put out like a sick skull that's like gets me super hyped. Like, I love it, dude. And going to a skate park, dude, that's sick. When I gotta go to work, dude, it's like I'm skating with like teenagers, which is like the most fun thing ever. There's no filter. It's just like nothing but fun.
Right.
You know, like it's work, yeah, and there's stress and there's pressure there, but like when I'm actually at the job, I'm happy as can be. So
That's what's up.
yeah, I'll be a nice guy someday though, and social and shit.
I can't give you any shit.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
I mean, me and Hannah,
We're bad about it.
I don't think I think if Hannah wasn't here, I wouldn't talk to that. I would never talk. I mean, I talk to Alan and stuff every once in a while, but Hannah's like my ride or die partner, so
Yeah.
it's just us.
I'm
99% of the time.
I just feel like it's nice to like, I like intimate relationships, and I feel like in our culture today there's like so much like yeah, my friend so and so or whatever, and it's like someone who's on Instagram and all you see is like the best of their life. Like, you don't really know that person,
Right.
like they're not really your friend. And I just feel like it's really hard to find like those types of intimate relationships. And like the ways, I was talking to someone about dating the other day, like what do you do? Like, how do you meet people? Like, do you go to a bar? Do you like go to a dog park? Like, these all just seem like cliche like fishing holes,
Right.
basically. He's like, well, I mean, like, you got Tinder, you got Bumble.
Dude.
Like, all the dude,
This is horrible.
No,
Who is giving
you
you this
say that
information?
because
It's
you've
horrible.
been in a relationship. Everybody does this shit. Everybody does this shit. Everybody. And I just feel like I've sat down with women like recently and just like entertained a conversation. And there's been multiple times where it's just like, I don't give a shit about anything you just said for like the past hour because it's just about a bunch of stuff I don't know. Like, shouldn't people be met in like just like a natural like
Yeah, it's
grassroots
kind of
way?
a-
Like, hey, we're both in the same store. We're both
Yeah.
into the same shit. We're both at the same concert.
I
we're
think
into
when
the
I was
same
dating,
music.
things like Tinder and stuff were almost like jokes.
Yeah.
Like, you just made it an account to like see like all the weird people and shit that you went to school with.
Yeah.
You gotta get on Southeast Texas Singles or something like that, and you're like, I fucking went to school with that dude.
See, dude, things are different now, and I think I'm just a little bit bitter, you know? Like, I just like having the real stuff, you know? I like meeting people in a natural way.
Yeah.
But I think that's why a
think
lot of
healthy.
people too these days don't last.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're meeting somebody on Tinder and you don't
Yeah.
really know that
There's
person.
no roots for this relationship. Like, absolutely.
I knew Hannah was a keeper. She showed up and helped me move.
Yeah, see?
like-
Yeah, he made me move his shit. the
This
first
chick's
episode.
this chick's down just to hang out with me and move my shit. So
Dang. See? Love.
yeah, she doesn't want me just from a body, which is hard to do these days.
Dude, that's why I'm here. Trying to get that body.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good, man.
Yeah.
But everything's going good, huh?
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, everything's cool. I mean, the tragedies and stuff with like Riley passing is super hard. Stuff with my marriage is super crazy. But like,
Yeah, how you doing from all that? I mean, as far as mental state and stuff? Were you doing
Mental
pretty good?
state.
You doing
Yeah,
better?
I think so.
Chilling out a little bit more?
Yeah, I feel like I wilded out for a second and just got hella tattooed.
Is that how you combated it?
I don't know. I think I just like started to do all these things like because we were separated for like 7 months and I was just able to like do whatever I wanted really. So I just did all these things. I got my neck tattooed and I got a gold tooth because I've wanted this
Probably the
stuff since
best
I was a
thing
little
ever.
kid, you know. And it's pretty like it feels pretty wild, but this is also my job too. Like the people
Right.
that did my neck, like those are really special tattoos to me.
Who did the one on your?
Gordon Combs did the one on my right, and this dude Andrew Lopez from Whittier did the tiger on my other
From
side.
where?
From Whittier. It's the first shop. It's Grace Tattoo. It's a tattoo shop in Whittier, California.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I really like their work, and then he's a young kid. It's super, super good. And it just kind of was like, if this dude can whip out tattoos, it can sit next to a Gordon Combs tattoo at the age of like, I don't even think he's 26. I think he's like 23 or something. Like he's like young. He could even be younger than that, honestly. But if he can put a tattoo that can sit next to a Gordon Combs tattoo and look just as good, like it's a nice reminder every day when I see that tiger on the side of my neck of like, yo, like fucking step it up.
Yeah,
Like
there's
do
some
some cool
motherfuckers out there
shit that are
still-
just like killing it, you know?
Right.
And that stuff kind of gets me fired up, and I just liked his designs. And with the gold tooth, like my first mentor ever, Brock Fetch, was my personal trainer when I was competing and stuff, and he had a gold tooth, and I thought it was like the most badass thing ever. And then the dude who like got me into tattooing and stuff, he had a gold tooth. So yeah, and it was funny because me and Riley were going through some similar stuff like before he ended up passing, and I went into the shop one day and I was like dead set on getting a gold tooth, and I was like, yo, like we're just kind of like talking about life or whatever. He's like, how are you? I'm like, I don't know, I'm just like whatever, just being an idiot or something. And I was like, you want to go get a gold tooth though? Like I've been like just making dumb purchases. You want to come with me? And he looks up from his tattoo and he smiles and he's like, I already did. And he had this like little cap on his tooth, and I was like, dang it, dude. He always beat me to the punch with stuff. But yeah, I mean, as far as like going through the stuff with Grace and I and our relationship, like super crazy. No, I mean, I was married for 7 years, and like we had like a lot of faith stuff involved with it that have like brought up a lot of questions for me, but like there's not really any more like anger or bitterness. And I mean, life's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And like we have both had a lot of really crazy stuff going on for like years. And like you said, with my work and stuff, like dude, I was working all the time. She'd opened up a salon while I was opening up an indoor skate park and starting off a tattoo career, and she was hustling too. So
Right.
like stuff kind of makes sense. And I feel like I'm doing better, but it's just like life changes, you know? And it's just, you can't really be a victim about it all the time.
Right.
And try not to be, but sometimes, dude, pity parties are pretty fun to go to, you know?
Pity parties.
Yeah. I have them sometimes. If you ever want to come, it's just ice cream, Netflix. Don't get any ideas though. Like it doesn't go past that. It's literally just chilling, hard pity parties.
You already said that you had a hard time with this body.
I know, dude. So maybe you shouldn't come to the pity party. Yeah. But no, man, I'm good.
That's
Stuff's
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we finally got to catch up and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So what do you think?
This
podcast, you think it's alright?
Yeah, man. I think it's cool what you're doing. I think there's a lot of stuff out there, and I don't know. I love your hustle. You're always doing something, you know?
I don't feel like I'm hustling that hard sometimes.
Dude, this is a hustle when your living room looks like this, and you got your own tattoo shop and all that stuff, man.
Oh, you want a t-shirt? We have t-shirts.
Do you have my size?
What's your size?
Yeah.
You
I got
got
a
XL?
5 5X dog.
All right.
I got all the way up to a 5X.
Yeah, I want a shirt, dude. Of course.
I'll get you a shirt.
Word. I'll get you a print of that lady face.
I want that so
You can have
bad.
that,
You'll be
like,
the only
butchered.
you'll be the only piece of artwork that's up there that's not mine.
Oh. Exclusive.
There you go.
There we go. I'm in.
Yeah, you gotta
Sign
gotta
it,
hang it
though.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I really do need to stop by there, though.
You do.
What days are you in?
He doesn't go in Sundays.
I don't go in Sundays or Thursdays if she's off. Because that's typically baby days too.
But you're in on Fridays?
Yeah, Fridays and Saturdays I'm there all the time. Well, I'm only there from 12 to 5, but my building locks at 5, so unless you have an appointment, I just go home after that.
Well, dude, maybe I'll come through on a Friday.
Yeah, you should, man.
Yeah, I usually take them off if I'm not at the park. And when I say off, it's like before 4, so I won't do anything before 4, and then I go to the park. But, yeah.
And we can always come see you at the park on a Thursday.
You come to the park, right?
I've never been to the
Me,
park.
one time.
You've been to the park.
One
We had
time.
like a barbecue or something that day.
No, it's that
I
that girl's or somebody's birthday.
Yeah, what was that girl's name? You got her like some shoes and a skateboard. And,
Oh, Tasia.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's cool. She slammed the other day, dude. She smacked her face on the ground. Bounced. It was crazy. It was wild.
Holy
She's
shit.
good, though.
She's,
Yeah, I mean,
is she
you
still,
went
is
to
she,
her birthday party, so I feel like I should catch up to speed with her. She's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
she's still
great.
rocking. She getting any better?
Yeah.
In the skateboarding
Yeah,
area?
she is. I mean, she still looks nervous, you
I
know.
think she's better than I am already, so.
Yeah, she's doing 50s and 180s. And
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she's sending it. So,
How about you? How's your skateboarding been doing?
I've been chilling, dude. I took a real bad slam like about a month ago, and I like hurt my stretching hand, my left hand. It was my wrist, and then dude, like doing a push up is pretty difficult.
That's
It
not good.
hurts, yeah. And I got checked out and stuff. Went to the doctor. They told me I'm all good, but like after that happened, it kind of like woke me up, and it was like right as I was going to Art with Heart too. Like I wanted to wear a wrist brace so bad, but I had a tattoo. So I was
Yeah.
just tattooing all day. Like, it was fucking miserable. But like, yeah, I mean, I still skate and I have like a problem with it because I can't be on a board and not like push it a little bit.
Trying to do some crazy shit.
I know, dude. It's just in the park too, man. Like when I'm in there, it feels like I'm in my own like room, you know, and I just
Right.
move around and do whatever I want, how I feel.
That's a good
and
feeling.
It's like, yeah, like that's skating for me is definitely like one of the most meditative, healthy things that I have in my life. It's kind of like Hot Rod, you know, when he goes like punch dancing in the woods.
That's a horrible reference for me to.
Why? You
I
don't like Hot Rod?
despise
I
that
love
movie.
Hot Rod.
Are you kidding
Thank
me?
you, Michael. I fought this
I
argument for
despise-
so long.
Hold on, dude.
Let me just go ahead and tell you, Hannah hates everything that's funny. She hates it.
Obviously
I
not. She
do.
likes Hot Rod.
No, this is where it gets weird for me because one day she was like, "Yeah, Hot Rod," and I was like, because she's always like, "It's stupid comedy." I don't like that because it's stupid. Like Anchorman, for instance, like
Yeah.
everybody loves fucking Anchorman. She doesn't like fucking
Yeah,
Anchorman. It's
yeah.
like, and she would label it as stupid. That's stupid comedy.
Mhm.
I don't like stupid comedy.
Stupid humor.
Then she made the comment of liking Hot Rod, which is,
It's very
as
stupid.
stupid
That's
as
very
comedy as it can
stupid.
get.
Yeah.
and I was blown out. I can't stand that movie. I'm like a planes, trains, and automobiles
Dude,
kind of
but,
comedy.
I mean, that first scene,
Caddyshack.
dude, when he's like,
I can't do it, man.
Ugh.
I don't like that. Whatever genre of comedy that is, because Anchorman comedy is like,
it's good.
It's
but
goofy.
It's yeah.
but it's
goofy.
not that fucking goofy. Like that's
Dude.
retarded.
It's so funny.
That's like a crappier version of like Monty Python type comedy, like where it's like over the top retarded.
I don't
It's
know
like the
why,
things that
though.
you say with your friends when it's like you build a kicker over an RV and you're like, what if you just like hit it and then like threw up?
See,
How
look,
funny would that be? But
you
then they
gotta-
make it into a movie. And
I
it's
don't
kinda
hang out
nice.
with this
You got
kind of
Amanda
friends.
fired up.
Oh,
She's the one who would watch that with us.
Hot Rod is so funny.
can't
dude.
stand it.
You
Amanda
gotta try it
introduced me to
again.
Hot
I
Rod.
hate it. I hate it. I'm just I hate it. I've never even
It's so
Wait
funny
a
to
second.
me.
You know that one line though.
what?
The "you look pretty" line.
No,
No.
no.
Um,
I don't even think I've successfully made it through Hot Rod once.
Really?
damn, I could have swore I've heard you say that line.
No.
That you look pretty, Denise, and she says what? She says you look shitty, Denise. Good night.
No.
Dang, I could have swore we made a
It's
joke
so
about that.
funny.
It's so funny, dude. It's
I don't
hilarious.
even. I have 600 movies downloaded on my computer,
And that's not one.
and that is not one of them.
It's
Man.
funny.
You got to give it a chance.
See, it makes me. I'm kind of furious right now that she's laughing at shit like that because That's horrible. This movie is horrible.
Dude, it's so funny. Why did we even bring up Hot Rod?
I don't know. What was it about Hot Rod?
Oh.
Oh, you were making a reference to Hot Rod.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
my punch dancing
Yeah.
in the woods is like my
Yeah,
skateboarding.
your
basically.
meditation.
Yeah. But I don't get too crazy anymore. No. Nope. No handrails.
I don't have anything to get crazy on.
I
That's
mean,
life.
Dude, did you know? I saw someone post something the other day where it was like every like 15 minutes, like 3 people die from falling in their house. I mean, granted,
Don't tell him this.
Well, no, I mean, when I said that, everyone was like, "You're so dumb, dude. It's like all old people." But I thought about it, dude. Life is pretty wild, man. My motorcycle got hit by a train.
I'm so glad you brought this back up.
Dude.
I wanted to know.
Crazy stuff happens, dude. You don't need to be on a skateboard for anything crazy to happen. Walk outside.
So, how long did you ride on your motorcycle?
Before
We've
or
been planning
after
on
I
getting
put
that
money.
for like a while.
Well, I mean,
Did you?
I thought about it. Like, at first I just wanted the truck, but then the truck actually ended up being something I needed for the park. So I got that. And then the motorcycle was like I kind of wanted one. I kind of didn't want one. I really just wanted it to go fishing on. Like, I just wanted to, like, rip around, like, a little bit and get a rush and then, like, go home. Like, I don't want to, like, go downtown, dude. There's
Right.
no way.
That's me. I couldn't
No
do it
way.
on a scooter.
Dude, and it's not even because, like,
The Ruckus did that for me.
dude, just
Maybe you should have just got a Ruckus.
all these out-of-towners not knowing where they're going, like, chopping 3 lanes to get to an exit. Like, every time I see that, I'm like, that could have been, like, a whole, like...
Oh, people drive so horrible down there that I tried to start up a live video thing, and it was pretty consistent every time I would go to work because there was always somebody like tried to like run me over,
Yeah.
or reversing in a fucking one way, or
Dude, it's just...
parking in the middle of the street.
Bike
it's
lane.
tight. Like, I get it. Like, I understand. Like, for people who are down with bikes, like, I get it, and I could possibly be down, but it's just, it's not worth it, dude. 'Cause I don't want to be killed by some dumbass.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Like, I don't want to be killed by a dumbass.
But didn't the bike get hit by a train?
Yeah, because my friend's
the
a
hell is
dumbass.
Where the hell is there a train? Another? Well, I mean, I guess.
So my house is like literally 20 yards from train tracks,
Okay.
and
Like the public transit?
yeah, like the light rail, the
Okay.
RTD. So that day was a really, really great day because I finally found all the parts I wanted in one place, and I bought them all that day. I was supposed to work the skate park that day, but it was very, very nice, and we were volunteer based, so I just didn't go to work that day. And I was like, I'm gonna build this bike, and I'm gonna put all this stuff on it. So I spent like hours and hundreds of dollars that day putting everything together. I finally get it up and going. I like changed like stuff with the handlebars and all this, and I took off like cords and cables, and I just wanted to make sure everything was safe. And my roommate's been riding bikes for like 5 years or something. So I go over to him and I'm like, "Yo, dude, like, you want to take this around the block and like make sure that it's like solid?" And he rode my bike. He's been helping me like fix it and put it together and stuff. And he goes out the driveway and he turns right, and there's like a stoplight maybe like 50 yards that way. He does a U-turn at the light and then just opens it up. Just like, brrrr, like just super loud, super fast, and the gate's already down at the train track crossing, and the lights are already flashing. Like, it's down, like, and I'm like looking at him and I'm like, dude, he's going pretty fast. It's like, when is he gonna start slowing down? And then he just like holds the front brake too tight, and the bike just goes down. And right there, I'm like, I got my hands on I'm in the driveway, dude.
Like, oh my god, my bike's getting
I
scratched
literally, like, I turned my head to 3 o'clock and then turned my head to 1 o'clock. Like, that's, like, how fast everything happened. And so my bike is sliding on the ground, and I'm like, oh, shit. Like, no, dude, my bike. Like, and earlier that day, because it's, like, a 100th anniversary bike or something, like, I almost dropped something. I was like, fuck, like, I don't want to scratch it because this is, like, good resale because it's, like, special edition or whatever. So like, don't mess up the tank. You know? Don't scratch it. Don't scratch the paint. And yeah, and then I saw it sliding on the ground, and I was like, oh fuck no. And then it just like kept sliding, and it slid underneath the guard for like the train tracks, and there it didn't even stop on the tracks. Like it was like that fluid of emotion, like one motion.
Where's your friend?
Oh, he fell. I'm sorry. He's fine. My friend's fine. He's totally fine. He got some stitches in his knee and his hands are pretty banged up. I mean, the first thing I did is I hugged him. I was like, you almost fucking died, dude. Like, you almost got hit by a train. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're alive, but what are you going to do about my bike?
Can I get your address?
Dude, if it was like an accident that was like...
Right, like an honest, like...
Yeah, I would have been like, dude, are you okay? Like, we'll figure it out, man. Don't worry about it. But it was like, you were just being the biggest dumbass ever. You were hauling ass at a train.
Yeah.
And then you dropped my bike, and then it got hit by that train. Crushed, dude. Like, there is no salvaging this.
I think the only picture I ever saw of that bike was you on it when the front wheels were ripped off.
Because I didn't want to be that guy who was like,
he's
like, here's me and my new bike. You know, like, I didn't want to be like one of those like biker Instagram boys or something. So I'd never like posted a picture of it, and I don't even know what I looked like on the thing. I don't know like how it would have felt with the new bars and the risers and the air intake and the mufflers. Like it literally.
So you never even got to ride it after you put all that shit on?
After I put all the stuff on, I never even rode it. Because I just like took it apart and put it back together, and I was like, hey, make sure I didn't break it. And then he threw it into a train.
Broke it.
And then he literally just broke it.
I'm just kind of. What does the light rail do about that?
So.
Did they stop?
Well, after about 100 feet.
Well, yeah.
That thing was cruising. It was like.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Like I just heard the horn coming from behind this wall, dude, and it just like crashed into my bike, and like it probably went like another 100 feet or something, and then they stopped. Everybody got out, and they're like, "Is someone dead? Like, what happened? Like, who's under the train?"
Oh shit!
Like everyone was tripping.
Everybody thought somebody
Yeah,
died.
because they just saw a bike get hit by a train, and no one's to be seen anywhere.
Holy fuck.
Dude, it sucked so bad. I feel like a dick for being like, "Where's my money?" But
I mean,
yeah, what can
you got that? You got that honest.
Yeah.
he got that honest.
Dude, it was a tragedy. Sad day.
Yeah, because Brandon, I didn't even really know about it until Brandon texted me or something, and I think he said that he was texting you because he was having like a bad day or something I think it was when he got fired.
Mm-hmm.
And he was calling you, I guess, to tell you that he got fired, and then I don't know how it fell into place, but it was like he practically found out that like you had lost a friend and your motorcycle very close together, and he was like, I think he messaged you and said, I was going to say something, but you're having a lot worse day than I am, or something like that. Like, I don't even have anything to complain.
So many people, man. You're like, have you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No, unfortunately.
Do you like that?
I was a big Seinfeld first, and I never.
Then you would
watched
like it.
him.
You should watch it. But his mom dies in an episode, which is a horrible thing. It's very, very sad. And but it's Larry David, so he makes light of it.
Right.
And he's not super upset about her death. He's not really like crazy, like sad or whatever. And he uses it as an excuse for like to get out of all this shit.
I think I've seen that episode, or like clips of that episode.
It's like anyone who's like trying to get dinner, anyone who doesn't want to hang out, who's trying to hang out, it's like, yeah, I would, but my mom died. And I just can't, and it's like super fucked up, but like pretty funny to like just watch this guy like so happy that his mom died because he can now like not have to go to all these things. But that's what the motorcycle did for me for a little bit.
Just got you out of a bunch of,
it just got me out of some stuff. Like,
I just lost my bike the other day.
Yeah. So, hey, what are you doing? Like, I just want to sit at my house and lay down. And someone's like, hey, you want to come out and hang out and do all this stuff? It's like, dude, I would, but my bike just got hit by a train.
That's a good excuse.
It's pretty good. My bike got hit by a train. And everyone's like, well, is everyone okay? And then I just won't say anything for a little bit.
Just pause and let it.
Just pause and like let him be like, I hope he's all right. Like, I guess he doesn't need to be here.
Yeah.
And then I just slide under the radar for a little bit.
And fade into white.
Yeah, I'm Homer Simpson, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm not in the tattoo shop, That's how I leave the shop, dude. I don't even go out the door, dude. I just go
your
through
chair,
the wall. Yeah.
Your chair just rolls out the back door.
And then I'm not to be seen, dude.
See you guys later. You don't even say that. You just roll.
Dude,
roll
the
out.
other day, I felt so bad, man. I just don't have patience lately for some reason. And I don't think I'm cool for it or anything. Like, I'm really upset at myself that I did this. But my car keys have a remote start. And I was talking to someone and I was like trying to get out of there. I started my car, dude. Not even sitting in it. I was like, oh, I gotta go.
I was just saying, you use that as a, hey, my car's running. I gotta.
Well, I mean, it was a little bit like that. It was like I was like fiddling with the keys and like kind of being like, all right, yeah. And then I started my car. He's like, what's that? I was like, oh, it's my car. I gotta go.
I gotta roll out, man.
It would be cool if it was like a remote control, like Butler, just like pulled up in a car for me. I'm like, oh, that's my ride. You know, like,
right.
I really got to get out of
You
this.
should just pick your phone up and just be like,
Dude, I feel like I sound like such a dick.
I gotta go.
I sound like such an asshole. I'm really not.
Your phone's not even on.
Dude.
The screen didn't even come on. It's like, yeah, man, I gotta go. What time is it?
It's 8:35. Are
You
we
gotta
over? I mean, I do gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
But
well, man, I'm glad you came and
it's been
hung
really
out
good
with us.
talking.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Yeah, now I'm not gonna be able to talk to you for another 3 months, and then you can come
You
back
just
and
come
give us
Yeah,
an
dude, we'll do an
episode.
annual interview. I'll come out of the
Because
bushes.
that was like the fastest, 2.5 hours I think I've ever.
That was 2.5
No,
hours.
it was hour and a half.
Hour
Hour and a half.
Oh, that was good, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for anybody who is listening and they want to get tattooed by you, here's your time to plug yourself in.
They probably don't want to get tattooed by me. They'd be like, this guy's not even gonna fucking text me
dick.
back. How do I schedule anything with him? Yeah, I'm not an asshole. I work it out with heart. Come see me. We'll have a good time. See, that's the thing. That's what's fun. Hold on. Can I say this really quick?
Yeah.
My favorite part about, like, because what I said is that I don't like relationships with people over the internet that we have nothing in common with other than just being social on the internet. People come in to get tattooed. They want tattoos. I love doing tattoos.
Right.
That's why I love my job so much. Like, they want what I've got. It's super fun, dude. It's super fun. I love it. It's like we have the shit in common, you know? We jive. It's a good time. It's
So
a
hit
party.
this guy up.
Hit me up. Come party. It'll be good.
For sure.
I'll text you back.
I think we got your Instagram running across every once in a while too, so people know how to get you on that.
Word.
Well, thank you, man.
Cool.
I'm glad you came by.
Cool.
And I guess we're just gonna ramp it up.
Yeah, dude. Wrap me up in those arms.
That's it. Oh shoot. That wasn't bad.
No, dude. That was fun.
Simple and easy.